Hello and welcome to this fifth St Mary's University online reading list tutorial. This tutorial will focus on the university's digitisation service. This is a service that allows us to scan extracts from books, also provides copies of journal articles which are not in the university's library collection. It can be useful in particular situations, especially where you have a large number of students on a module needing to access a single chapter or article at one time. In this situation, where we don't have online library resources, this can make it difficult for students to access the resources in the appropriate format. There is information about the digitisation service listed on StaffNet. Just search for digitisation in the search box and the page that's currently on screen should appear. There's basically two situations where you may wish to use this service. The first one is where the university library does not have an online copy or an ebook copy of the book that you wish students to use, and the students need to use one particular chapter from the book. The second situation is where you wish students to read a journal article which the university does not have access to using the general university library collection. In that situation, we can provide a copyright cleared of the article, and you can provide this via the reading list system to those students. Now I'm going to walk you through the process of requesting a scan of a book chapter for a particular module. So in this case, in this test module, I've identified that the students need to read Chapter 4 of the SPSS Survival Manual. This is not available as an ebook in the library. If it was available as an ebook, I would link them directly to that via the reading list. In this case, however, because we don't have the ebook, we need to request a scan of the particular chapter to ensure that the students can read it in a convenient format. So to request the scan, we just need to click on Edit List, and then once the edit menu has loaded, as we discussed in earlier tutorials, we need to scroll down to the particular chapter entry that we want to make the scan for, and then you will see that there's a Request Digitisation button next to this. Simply click on that button and you will get a new window which will describe the digitisation options. Once this window is opened, it's just a case of walking through the various steps to submit the request. So this being a book chapter, the system has identified that automatically and defaulted to those options. The information from the Talis reading list bookmark has automatically been entered, and the ISBN for the book has also been entered. You do have the option at this stage, if you happen to have a scan of the particular chapter, to upload it here. In most cases, however, it's easier just to proceed with the request and the library team will scan the book for you, or obtain a relevant scan from the British Library. So now we need to press the Next Step button. At this point, if you know the page numbers, then you can enter them here. However, this is not compulsory. Press Next Step again, and you need to confirm the module details. These are drawn from the reading list system, including the student numbers, and it's important that these are correct, as this information is used to report to the Copyright Licensing Agency every year. Also check that the start and end dates for the request are correct. These are normally set to the academic year beginning on the 1st of September and ending on the 31st of August each year. There is usually no need to change these, but it is worth checking at this stage. Press the Next Step button again, and your email address should have been entered automatically, and then simply press Submit Request. At this point, the system will now check the permissions for the particular chapter that you've requested, or the journal article, and will determine whether it's possible to copy that particular published item. If it is, you'll get the message that's displayed on screen now, and the relevant request will be sent to the library team. If any problems have been identified with your request based on the information you've given, the system will notify you of these at this point. Usually you can select to submit the request anyway, even if it's been rejected for some particular reason, and the library team will be happy to look at this and to check permissions on your behalf. Now that digitisation has been submitted as a request, we can now click the Close button, and you'll see that Digitisation Pending has now been assigned to that against that particular bookmark in the reading list. You can now just publish the reading list again, and then the library team will process your request and get back to you. In most cases, we will process scans within several working days, and the scan will automatically be added to this reading list once that has happened. You will also receive an automated email once your scan has been published and made available on the reading list. Once your digitisation has been published and you've received notification, the scan of the chapter will automatically be added to the reading list system. and it will appear in this currently blank space here for the students to either download or print, or indeed they can also read it on screen if they wish. Strongly advise that all academic staff use this system for providing extracts of books and also of journal articles. This is to ensure that the university complies with copyright law and also with the license that we hold from the Copyright Licensing Agency. Thanks for watching this tutorial. As a quick reminder, we've covered the Digitisation service and how to request a new digitisation using the Thales reading list system. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again soon.